Morning. So we're Friday today. What's on the agenda? Obviously I got the tyres off my old ute. I finally got them into town to get some new ones. So yeah, that's been a while. Been a while coming in here. They've been running bald for a while. And I'm not going to drive it to town to get the tyres fitted because it's probably lucky to be roadworthy. Plan for the day. I've got a bearing up on this top of the auger here that's sort of, I don't know if you can see it on the field bin there, it's pretty shot. So I'll get up there and I'll try and get it out, but I'm gonna have to need gas to get it out. So I'll do that, then I'll go along and grease everything down here, check everything, because obviously it's got bearings in the bottom there, and yeah, grease all these yokes and stuff like that up. Yeah, so that's the plan on that. I think it'll have a little bit of, I think I had it'd be pickled wheat or something, so I'll just wash them out before harvest. So yeah, the plan is up there, I might get the man cage or something. So I'll get this ute out of the way and then we'll go from there. Yeah, so as I saw yesterday, that thing's nearly done. Just waiting on those hubs. And this thing, just waiting on a couple of idler pulleys. There's one up here on the main drum drive belt. And tightened this up yesterday. So that's all good there. I've just got a couple of holes to patch up in here, which I would have shown you yesterday. So I'm just going to make up a bit of a tin plate and sort of pot rivet it on there, and that one I'll just silicone up. That's about it with the old girl. Yeah. So I'm going to chuck these tyres on now, and then I'll get on to cutting that bearing out on that auger. So I'll do a bit of filming on that one and we'll go from there. So yeah, I got the I've got the Bobcat set up with the platform to get up here, so it's not too bad actually. So you can see on the inside here, that bearing's buggered. Yeah, she's rooted. So what I'm gonna do, I had a bit of trouble getting this out of race off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut through it, and then yeah, knock it off. I don't think there's much point trying to save it. Seeing the bearings buggered, so we'll just get that off and then get this housing off, and then hopefully I can pull the bearing out. If not, I'll knock the balls out of the bearing and then I'll get it off. So then I'll be able to get a puller on there or something like that. And then the inside one will be pretty much a cut off job too, I think, because it looks wrecked. So you can take this plate off and then deal with all that. So we'll do that now and see how we go. Just fell off the roof. So yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble with this. I thought I'd be able to knock the balls out of it by now, but they're not coming out. So I'm just going to get the gas and blow one. And then, yeah, try and get it out that way. I was trying not to use the gas, but that's all right. I'll just blow a couple of balls out and then the shaft should drop down and we should be right. I got the bloody thing out, so yeah, I just blew a couple of balls out of it, and then yeah, I could take the outer race off, and then what I'll do, I'll just nick through this with the grinder, then get a cold chisel and yeah, break it, and then it'll come off. So I'll go down and get a socket to fit that, take that end plate off, and then I can get to all the other inside bearing and stuff like that, and then yeah, we'll get it all off and get it emeryed up, and I'll get Heidi to get some bearings today for it, which will be good. So, and that's another job off the list, and then I'll do the other one at the same time. Oh, I went to undo that bolt and she just sheared off and bent all that, and oh, it's done a great job of it. So yeah, you can see here, that's our bearing at the moment. You can see all the races gone, and she had a bad knock in it, this auger, like it was a bearing knock, so I'm guessing it was this, because I replaced the bottom bearing in it last year or the year before. So yeah, this one's absolutely rooted. So I'm going to do both bins this year. So I'll get that off. I'll take the balls out of that one. Hopefully it will come out a bit easier. And then I'll pull that off, and I'll just get the grinder and nick through those inner races and yeah, cold chisel and knock them off. And then I'll be able to get some new bearings, and should be good for harvest hopefully, because yeah, this has taken about an hour longer than I thought it would. So yeah, we'll get it done. So yeah, I think I've got all the jobs on the little list, apart from those idler pulleys. I'm just waiting on them. They're getting picked up today, so they'll be back here next week. So I've got a sweet little patch on those holes there. Made it stainless too, so it'll last longer than the header. Yeah, and everything else seems pretty good. So yeah, I'll get that, get those couple of idler pulleys on there, and we'll be good to go, hopefully. Touch wood. Yeah, because that's all I was waiting on. Checked up all the field bin, greased all the yokes and stuff like that. Still got an oil leak in this heap of junk tractor. It'll get some love after harvest, not before. Yeah, pumped up the tyre. So yeah, Heidi's going to pick up those bearings today for me. I've got them on order, so they had them in stock. So we'll yeah, I've cleaned all that shaft up and everything ready to go. So I might as well just leave that there and then put the new bearings back on it when they turn up. And the hubs will turn up for that at the same time. So I'll be able to get this out of the shed on the weekend, hopefully. So I'm going to run this header back over to the shed and put it back in there. And then I'll I want to get the old Steiger out. Actually, I've got a bin on there I want to get rid of, so I might go and do that. So yeah, my plan was to get the Steiger out of the shed here and take that bin off. But obviously you can see got the jumper leads on her. So yeah, she's got a flat battery. Oh, it was only just flat, so it won't take much to get it going. So I'll just leave that for a bit. So yeah, my plan is to rip this off, and I'm gonna just gonna chuck the scarifier on. We've got like a 29 tine scarifier, so I'm just gonna chuck that on there, and then yeah, might be able to work some fire breaks or stuff like that. So if we need anything like that sort of done, we can do that. Yeah, that's going to go on the auger at harvest time, and then I'll just run me Johnny loader in the paddock for the field bins. I'll just walk it back and forth between the bins, and yeah, I'll have the truck obviously and the trailer, so I think that'll be plenty for this harvest. So yeah, I've checked the oil on it and everything, so we'll see if it gets up and goes. Hopefully we don't fry in it. There you go. So yeah, obviously I got the bin off the Steiger, but then I'll come to put the scarifier on, and yeah, the jack stand's missing, so I just went and got the tractor and lifted it up. Just another job. She'll need new points. Whew. But I only sort of putting it on there for fire breaks, as I said. So it's got a hammer. It's a good start. So yeah, we'll hook some hydraulics in. And we'll be good to go. I had a linch pin somewhere. I was going to put a pin in the bottom of that pull there, that pin, but I don't know where it's gone. I spend half my day walking around looking for stuff that I've put down. But nah, we'll find it. Good morning. Yeah, Saturday morning, so thought I'd get out and do a bit before cricket. We've got sort of 20-20 games today, so round robin, sort of 3 teams play each other twice. So yeah, we play 2 teams and 3 games in a row at any rate. So we're playing the second 2 games. Yeah, so that'll be fun. So yeah, this morning I got all those hubs and stuff. So yeah, my hubs have turned up. Got all the bearings, and I've got some tyres and rims here off the old ute. They're pretty bald and rough. This one here, she's a race slick. But it'll do for this. It's not going to get registered or anything. So I've got to start out. I've got to knock all the inner races in, or the outer races into the hubs. So I'll start by doing that. I'll do one, then I'll just sort of show you where it's at, and then we're going to pack all the bearings, which is the shittest job. You just get dirty and grease and shit everywhere, and then we'll put them on, and hopefully I can get this thing off the trestles. Yeah, and then then I can work out the height for the pull and put a plate on for that, make sure it's all good, and then get it out of the shed, because yeah, it'd be good to get it done. So I'll knock these races in now, and now the phone's ringing, so I'll answer that. Yeah, so sorry about that, the phone's ringing, it's all happening. Yeah, so I'll start knocking these bearing cups in, and then we'll go from there. So I'll sort of, everyone knows how to do that, but yeah, just smash them in, dint them up. She's on the limit of the little bobcat here, so I'll just put it down. Then I might put the jack stand on or something now, and then yeah, we can just pick it up at the back. So yeah, I might do that now, and hopefully we won't have any trouble. Yeah, you can see I got the trailer finished. I sort of just finished it off this morning. So obviously we're Monday. So yeah, which is good. She's pretty wide and bulky with those tyres on there. She looks a bit, looks like it needs about a 5,000 litre tank on it. But hopefully it won't fall apart. So yeah, the old Chinese Honda seems to be, seems to be working pretty well at the moment. Suck the water up pretty quick, so yeah, we'll fill that up, and then yeah, I'll just sit it at home. So if I need it, or I want to hose out the silos too before harvest. So this is going to be handy now that I've got that set up. So have a look at that mess. Can't even see the bench. It's quite annoying, but we'll get there. So yeah, got that water trailer now, filled her up and seems to drive and doesn't spit you off the road when you're driving with it full, so that's good. Sorry, I was just eating. Kids have put rocks in here. So my plan is now to get this auger back together. Yeah, so obviously it snapped the bolt off up there, but we might just run it as it is. Can't really run it. So yeah, I've got new bearings here. So I'll put the new bearings in the old housings and then we'll get it all on the shaft. Hopefully I've cleaned that shaft up. So my plan is to reduce the stuff on the bench and then I can clean it up a lot quicker. So that's the plan. So yeah, obviously I've got the housings here. Yeah, that one got a little bit cracked out, but it'll be alright. And that one there. And then yeah, got the bearings there. And everything else should be really smooth sailing, hopefully. Yeah, you can see, put a few nicks in the shaft and I was taking those old bearings off, but not too bad. So yeah, I've given that an emery up. Yeah, so now I'll slip the collars on and the bearings and get this plate on. I probably should weld another bolt on there, but it'll be right. And yeah, we'll make it happen. And then should be good to go. So yeah, had a bit of trouble getting those bearings on, but just give them a little love tap. So yeah, it's new bolts and yeah, new bearings in there now, so she should be all good. Hopefully that'll, yeah, because it had a bit of a knock in it, this one, and the bearings were absolutely wrecked. So all the outer race that keeps, or not the outer race, the outer cap that keeps all the bearings in, all the dust out. Yeah, it was holes and yeah, she wasn't sealed anymore. So I'll move this old tractor out of the way and I might go get me Johnny and bring the other one down. And then I might as well do it while I've got everything set up here. And yeah, it only took half an hour to put them on. So hardest part's getting the old ones off. So I'll climb down this dodgy setup I've got here and I'll yeah, get the other one. So yeah, I've given this bin a bit of a grease up. I had a look at the bearings on the top of this one and they're pretty good. So I know I got bearings for it, but I think I'll just keep them as spares because obviously the top, the bottom, all the bearings will be the same. So I think they'll be right. I'll put a bit of grease in there and yeah, it'll be all good. So I'll just open up a lid. And I find the best way to clean these things out, well, they should be that dirty. It's just got a bit of red. See the red dust from that'll be from when I had pickled grain in here. So what I'll do, I'll just get the fire hose in here and give it a good wash down, and yeah, that should keep it good. And then I'll just leave the I'll leave the lids open in the sun and then it'll dry it out. I've got plenty of time to harvest, so I'll yeah, now that I've got my water trailer full of water as well, it's quite handy. So yeah, I'll just park it here and I can pull up beside it and clean them out. So we'll do that now. So they got rid of all the dust and shit. So no, it should be good enough. So I'll just leave, I'll leave this out in the paddock now and let it dry out for a couple of days. And then yeah, I've got to clean these silos out. Obviously I've got barley. You can see where I've lifted this one. I've got to do that to the other one. So you can see the rings all in the dirt around the bottom here. Yeah, so plan was to lift them all up to get them off the ground. So I'm going to empty that out. There's about, I don't know, there'd be, 10 tonne in there or something like that. So my plan is I've got to go and hook the trailer onto the truck or the tipper. So it's got the stock crate on at the moment, and then I'll start augering that out, and then I'll have to get in there and sweep the bottom of those silos out because they don't completely empty out. So that's the joys of having old junk. So yeah, got the tipper sort of cleaned out and hooked on. I actually had a bit of there was a bit of urea in the back of it. It wasn't much, only just a little bit in the corners. So yeah, I've swept it out. It's only feed this, so keeping it for myself. So yeah, we'll hit this auger up and start loading it at least. I'll move the auger around now and I'll shove it in that field bin there. There was a few weevils in it that were still alive, so I might just spray it in. I think it's only 2 or 3 days withhold, or I don't know. Do I spray it in or do I just feed it out? I don't know. If I spray it in, then I know it's done. So I'll just give it a little bit. I don't think it's going to hurt the sheep, so we'll spin this auger around and then get it set up. So I've decided, I'll spray it in. I'll go and get the little buggy and I'll get a drum and mix up a bit of insecticide that we put on there, and yeah, that'll kill them. I think it's only like a 3 or 4 day withhold on it, so yeah, we'll do that, and then it's a bit of a peace of mind. I don't need to start with weevils in the silos, so I'll walk over to the house now and get that.